All right. All right, anyway, my name is Cassie Simpson, and I own a little company called Dorm Storage Plus. It's very basic. What I do is we have a lot of colleges here. We have a lot of students that come from out of state, and I will provide them with all of their boxes, bubble wrap tape, all their supplies. They'll pack up during finals week. I pick it up from the dorm room, store it for the summer, and then bring it back. All the parents have to do is send a plane ticket home. So, I mean, we'll store for abroad, people who are studying abroad. It's really easy. I sublet from a friend of mine who owns a storage facility. We add extra insurance. As the kids move out, we palletize and shrink wrap so everybody's in their own space. I don't do apartments. It's strictly dorms, so that it makes it a lot easier. So it's very seasonal, the position that we do. And I'm telling you, I told you it's really basic, so that's about it. My biggest client is Hampton University. I started there. We started off with 5 kids. This year we did 35. And I did Hampton University, CNU, and William & Mary. We've had some interest over at Old Dominion and Norfolk State and Virginia Wesleyan. We just haven't quite figured out the logistics of getting across the water, because that'll take a whole new setup. But we figure this is actually the first year that we treated it like a real business. This is something my husband and I came up with. Well, actually, me and a couple of girlfriends over a bottle of wine came up with. And they were complaining about the fact that they had to drive all the way to Tennessee to move their child out of college and just turn around and go back. And I was like, well, that's something we could do. And it's a way to earn a little extra money. So this year, we didn't treat it like a hobby. We treated it like a business. And we went from 20 to 35 kids by just creating a website, really interacting on Facebook, really interacting on Instagram, really interacting on Twitter, and getting out to do some of the freshman fairs at the different colleges. So that's about it. Do you have any questions? Yes, David?
What's the pricing?
It's a flat rate, and that's why the parents love it. It's just flat rate of $500. And that includes everything unless you come back for summer school and you need to have it taken back out of storage and brought back again. And then
So if they're going for a year, it's still the same?
Well, that's for the college summer is what we advertise, from the time they leave school to the time because that's our biggest thing is they leave in April, May, come back in August. So that's what that includes.
Do you guys have movers that move it out of the dorm room onto the pallet and then move it in? Like
Yes.
How much is the pulse? Okay.
Yeah, that would be me. That would be me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah. It's right, like I said. Really, it's truly a family business. It's my husband and I and our children. Yes.
Do you do any other breaks like winter break or anything?
We do, but we have very few people that actually have to leave their dorm during winter break. Very few. So we'll have a couple people, and we had a couple people that decided to go to summer school, so they needed us to bring the stuff back and, then restore it again for another 2 weeks before they came back for the full year. So, yes?
Can people sign up and pay for your services and schedule everything online?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. That's something I'm working on also changing, because right now you have to pay the full amount. And although 90% of my clients, the parents are paying, obviously I do have some that want to pay over time. So this year, what I'd like to do is be able to give them that option of, say, I'm going to book right now and I'm going to pay over the next 12 months, because as a student, they don't have a lot of money. I remember my days of eating ramen noodles and macaroni and cheese. So if they can pay over the 12 months, then it's completely paid for by the time they come back to school. So I'm going to give the parents a one-time option, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Yes?
Does it all fit in a box, or do you do lamps?
We do lamps, but we give them a wardrobe box. What we do is we give them 10 large boxes, a wardrobe box. They get bubble wrap, tape, Sharpie, even the labels. And the wardrobe boxes usually, while they'll put their clothes in there, they also put lamps, ironing boards, mops, things like that. The only thing that really won't go into boxes are the mini fridges, and we bubble wrap that and then put a contractor bag over that, and the same with air conditioners over at William and Mary.
How do you keep track of their stuff?
Everything goes on one pallet and then it's shrink wrapped so it stays together. And what they do for security is they fill out the label, and the very last label goes over the seam of each box, and then we come in and we tape it down so that they know that nobody's been in that box. Now granted, these are college kids, they don't always pack real well, so the boxes will get crushed, they will, you know, but then I give them a contract, and I even give them packing tips and say, you know, this is how you should pack. If you don't pack like this and you decide to break, well, I'm not going to be responsible for that. And then I actually had to put in the contract, no live animals, no plants, and no illegal substances, because somebody wanted to know if they could store their goldfish. And I was like, yeah, probably not. And a plant, I had yeah, I'm not going to come water your plants or things like that. But what it also kind of turned into, because it's such a local and they all talk to me, is I wound up becoming like a local mom. So I've got one that broke her ankle playing sports. So she asked me to come sit with her in the hospital until her mother could fly in from California. I do use another company that Hatch, and that's Jeannie Fioca and Cookie Text. So I'm getting ready to give her the list of all the students that just came back, and she's going to send thank you cookies. So that way the two of us can work in conjunction. Huh? Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's been your biggest challenge so far?
Always my biggest challenge is finding help. Because it's so seasonal, but I did have somebody give me a really good idea tonight, and to do a Facebook ad for that. But because it's so seasonal, other people don't really consider it a real business. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'll help you out for these 2 weeks, and this is the dates I'm available. And then after the first day, when they really realize that it's a lot of work, I don't get them back. So like I said, my husband and I and my 2 children are the ones that are usually moving all the boxes up 9 flights of stairs at McGrew Towers at Hampton University when the elevator's not working. Anybody else?
Do you have any competition in the area?
There is one at William and Mary, and I can't even remember their name right now, but that's it. And they work from William and Mary north, whereas we are more south side. But what they do is they charge per item, per box, per month. So I kind of went on their website to figure out how much, if they used everything that I gave them, it would wind up costing them just under $1,000. So I figure I'm a better deal. And this year, like I said, I'm going to get in the Hampton University freshman packets. I'm already in the William and Mary freshman packets. So we're expecting to kind of grow again next year.
Great idea.
Thanks. Yes?
Do you plan on going to other schools besides this local area, like Virginia Tech?
Eventually, I want to get a really good working model so that I can train other people or someday franchise. That's like way, way out in the future for now.
How long have you been in business for?
This was my 5th year. We started in 2011, but I didn't start it till April, so it was actually a little too late. So 2012 was my first clients, and I had 5. And I went up to 10, 20, and we're up to 35. And that's without like advertising on TV or things like that. It's just a Facebook ad, and we get the kids go out for me and take out cards. So now at Hampton University, it's all word of mouth. I know all the dorm directors, so we're pretty much in there.